We are live. We are live. I wanted to show something. This was on the front page of the Business Courier on January 2nd, 2004. I was going through some stuff this weekend or the other day, and I found this, and I was um, I was proud of that. That was the first edition of that year, and I was being quoted. I was quoted. Well, I was on the front page and it jumped to another page. um, I guess that's probably 2004. That's probably when things really started to get rolling, as they say. It was a great week, um, and I actually am titling this video, if it needs a title. I hope your week was as great as mine has been. It it's very gratifying to see a project and uh, put your heart and soul into a project, and then to watch it grow, and that is certainly happening with the final chapter of my living ebook, my legacy story. And uh, the more I talk to folks and get more interest and concern and uh, uh, collaboration, keyword, collaboration. I decided this week that I was going to have a public launch of Celebrate Business right here in Cincinnati, where I have lived for the last 35 years. And went to college here 5 years before that. So I thought that there was no better place, because it's most of my career has been in those years. So um, we're going to launch it right here with a wine and cheese after hours celebration by invitation only. I am inviting 50 folks uh, to the celebration, and we'll see how that goes. Um, but if you are viewing this recording and you are in Cincinnati on the final Friday in October, which is the 28th, I would be happy for you to be my guest at the Celebrate Business, our wine and cheese party. So let me know in advance, particularly. Well, no, the RSVP with the note that you're going to be here. That's the only way to have control over those crazy things. But so I've spent the week uh, developing, developing, creating my list of 50, and it's been quite an interesting a week to do that, or the results, the things that have happened are very interesting. So uh, having a lot of fun with it. Have a lot of fun with our celebrate business, and that's what it needs to be. Business needs to be a celebration of fun, and that's what it's all about, or could be about, or should be about. Uh, oh, was I overwhelmed and elated when I got an email, or I don't know how I actually found out about it the first time, that Social Security Administration has announced their largest Social Security COLA, cost of living, in increase to eight point plus 8.7%. And I think it's maybe the largest increase uh, that they've ever had. The increased business consumer marks marks a trend of rising colas in recent years, and compares with an increase of 5.9% in last year. And even more so, there is rumor out that Medicare, my program, is going to cost $5 a week less next year. So my Social Security check will be even higher. How much fun is that going to be? So uh, I got my information from the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. I don't know why I get an email from those folks, I think, every day, and I'm not an accountant, but there's been a lot of helpful information, and I'm uh, read something I think needs to be shared, and we'll do it. Uh, Voting. I cast my vote, my ballot for the extremely famous now uh, interim midterms, and all the craziness that's going on, and all the I've never seen anything like it. I am glad that I got a undergraduate degree in political science way back a long time ago, so I could begin to understand some of the stuff that's going on. But I don't understand. But I will share this, and I really believe that the voting is a very, very personal thing, and so I will fight to the end for the for the privacy of that. But I'm going to share with you how I voted, in that I did not vote for anybody over 62. I um, if I saw any negative advertising that was being done for them to try to hold political office, I don't care what side of the table they were. I did not vote for either one of those. That is not how I believe a political campaign should be run. And yes, I talked. Was it this? It was this week. Uh, I was paying tribute to my father, whose 49th 49th death anniversary was this week, and um, he was certainly most responsible for me getting involved in the publishing business, something I never thought about. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no. Oh, that's dope. I thought a bird was a that's a robin. Uh, that's my clock. I apologize for that. Um, didn't vote for anybody over 62. Didn't vote for any anybody that was involved in any kind of negative advertising. That's not how it should be done, in my mind. And I was amazed that a message is, I guess, being rung loud and clear. I believe there were 15 judicial offices in the state of Ohio, which included the state, the county, and local. There are 15 positions up for voting. I think that was the number 15. Whatever, if it was 15, 13 of them were women and two were men. And so and I was getting from some of the mailing I got this week. It Well, the message I think is loud and clear on that one. And also, it happened just this week, and it's going to happen, or it happened. The uh, joining of forces, and it's going to happen this coming week. I am so excited about, because the two individuals with whom I have spent most of my time in having conversations on live streaming them. One of them, Barbara and I, have been live streaming for, I think, 14 years. Uh, uh, and we'll go back to the days when Microsoft was just getting ready or had already bought Skype, because Barbara and I Skyped back in those days. And I had all kinds I had computers going on in those days, too, and a couple of them. But anyways, Barbara and I are going to have a conversation on Thursday, and David Amerlin and I are going to have a conversation on Wednesday. And both of them have been very, very, very responsible for a lot of the things that I am doing today. Well, we started 10 years ago or 14 years ago, and still doing them. Oh, and by the way, uh, both are going to go into um, my Hall of Fame this week, I believe, as part of my legacy story. I Well, we got to figure something special will happen, because they are two very, very special people, uh, and I've been very thankful for it, and blessed that I've been able to have communication with their two individuals. Barbara is the number one small business tax expert in this country. She's the go-to person every year. Well, every year for the last, I don't know, 10 or 12, I don't know how long we've been doing it. Barbara comes out with her small business taxes book, the new edition. Actually, she told me this 2023 book is coming out in January, but we'll talk about it, I am sure, on Thursday. And David, uh, we actually had a conversation that this last week, that technology kind of uh, went awry, and so I wasn't able to. It did not get recorded, so David was so kind to come back this week and do another hour. But we have so many things uh, to talk about. Uh, we determined last week that it's been probably about a year since we've had a live conversation. We text back and forth and reply to one another in social networks and um social, mostly LinkedIn. David and I communicate on a very regular basis. Um, but I'm looking forward to both conversations this week, and we'll have a lot of good time. And actually, they will be really the first two formal recorded conversations in my Celebrate Business theme. And I cannot think of any uh, two folks more deserving than Barbara and David. And so we'll do that this week. I guess that's probably about it. Um, Remember, if you're going to be in Cincinnati on the final Friday of October, which is the 28th, um, let me know. Uh, and I would be happy for you to mm, apple cider vinegar, warmed. But there must be something else in there too, because I don't remember it being that tasty. Um, it's all happening at the zoo. I went to the Cincinnati Zoo yesterday and uh, did a different perspective on things yesterday than I usually do. But I did want to see the hippos. The Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Gardens, one of the finest zoos in the world, number one in combination of zoo and botanical garden. They do. It's a wonderful place to go. Yesterday, the kids were and parents were Halloweening, and there's Zulaween, whatever they call it, and lots of folks having lots of fun. But I wanted to see the hippos um, because, well, Fiona got international fame. She was the hippo who is now three. She is regular size, was born premature, way below size. So she was raised by zookeepers for her first, I think, entire year. And they put her back with her mother, Bibi, and everything is fine. And she is grown. Well, since then, she has a baby brother. Um, what is his name? Uh, uh, she has a baby brother. And also yesterday, uh, it's not Theo, or is that the father? Uh, I will think of it of the brother, but all four of them were together yesterday for the first time because they keep the father away for as long as possible so that the babies can bond with their mother. And yesterday, while I was watching, Bibi didn't like something that her husband did, and she came down with and this is inside of a big thing. She came down with this big splash, and I thought the glass was going to break. It was so hard. She did not like. She was getting too close to her babies with without her permission. That's what was going on there. But It was a fun day yesterday. Just spent a couple hours there, probably 2 hours there yesterday. That's it. Um, Great week coming up, and I hope that your week is going to be a great one for you. And remember always, it becomes great when you do what you love and love what you do. And we'll see you then.